Hi guys, Steve here from Stiegl Sabers, just doing another video reveal as usual. So I've just finished a custom build up for a customer over here in Australia, Mr. Barry Lum. He has two sabers that I'm currently working on. This one I just finished up and I have another one that I have to finish, even start. But this one is a SithStalker. And this thing is beast. It is massive. So I can't remember who actually made this, but when I find out, I'll ask Barry and I'll upload it into the details on my Facebook as well as on this video. And yeah, so this is a SithStalker inspired saber, and these pikes, I'll call them, friggin' massive, like so big, it's ridiculous. Without these on there, I actually quite liked it as a combat saber to have, and yeah, I'd be very interested to try and find one for sale just for myself. But yeah, obviously they're meant to have these, but yeah, without it I really liked it, really liked it. But yeah, nonetheless, this isn't my saber, so these go on and they stay on. So this one is all pretty much a slip fit saber, no threadings on it whatsoever. The pommel slides in and is held in with a screw here. Same with the blade holder, it actually slides into the emitter section here, and then again two retention screws here and here hold that into place. Two retention screws here. That one is for the LED, and that one is for the blade plug or blade. Came with no holes for switches, so I had to bore out a hole here and then beveled it with a bit of weathering as well, just for activation, easier activation with the bevel. Retention screw here, sorry, is to hold the crystal chamber into place. So yeah, this one has a crystal reveal, as you can see here. This plate here holds it into place and conceals it. That's what that screw's for, and that pretty much sums it all up. It's a nicely designed saber, and the weathering on it is authentic and nice. It's great in person. The attention to detail that they've done over the cracks and splits and dents and chips, it's done really nicely, and they've weathered it with some either anodized or aluminium black to help bring out some more weather out of that. So yeah, it looks great. So enough chit chat, let's show you the crystal reveal. So it's just an aluminium tubing that's been bored out and milled down to hold crystal in there. It's got a blue crystal for some goddamn reason. I don't know why it's blue. It's a slightly dyed quartz crystal in there with a slight hint of blue. And this saber is a red saber, a red blade, and crystal, so it's not the brightest crystal chamber, but that can't be replaced because it's been put in there during manufacturing, so I had no way of getting that out. I looked at it and attempted to and couldn't, so I stayed. Yeah, you just use some Graflex style brass pins here. If you can get the focus in here anyway for the details. So at the moment the kill key's already been pulled. It's in deep sleep mode at the moment. I'll fire it up in a second once I run down what else is in it. It's running a Tri-Cree XPE2 deep red phosphoric coated amber for flash on clash. Then it's running a red accent LED for the main crystal, and then amber flash on clash. It's got a G.O.T.H 3D printed chassis. Can't remember the diameter. I think it's a 1.2 diameter chassis, just a battery combo. Because I actually ordered all the parts before Barry sent the saber. He gave me the dimensions, and I actually could have put it all in one chassis in there, I believe. So I had to custom build my own speaker mount. Before that, we were going to run a 20 millimeter speaker in here, but once I received it in hand, I could see that I could definitely fit the 2-watt bass speaker in there. So I've got a 28 millimeter 2-watt bass speaker with a custom PVC speaker mount that holds that into place nicely. It's also got the recharge port inside the pommel here. I still have to work out how I'm going to fix it to... We wanted it for external access, and I can't quite get it to work for it at the moment, but I'll work on that or discuss with Barry our options. I already had a hole bought out for it. I went to cup it in there and put the nut on. When I started in there, the actual charge port sits flush with the pommel, and so it actually is too thick of a wall there for it to get a nut on there. So yeah, it can sit in there nicely, but as soon as you go to put a kill key back in, it just pushes it inside. So I still need to work out how I'm going to house that in there the best and most efficient way. But yeah, for finishing off, you can cup it in there nicely. You can put the kill key in already and cup it in there, and it can sit in there nicely, and it'll look the part, but it just... And you can pull the kill key, you just won't be able to put it back in, which is unfortunate. Just need to brainstorm and get some ideas cranking for that one. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up. It's got the 18650 protected cell, nano biscotti V3 still. Haven't had a chance to work on the V4s yet. I'm not overly excited about the V4. I think it had a few key points there that were hit and miss, and a few missed opportunities there for what it could have offered. Besides that, it's all wired up with PTFE Mil-Spec 30 gauge wire. Came with a custom heatsink that fits nicely with this blade holder. I think it's an MHS system heatsink. It's got a tactile silver dome switch, and I think that pretty much sums it up. So let's get this going. So at the moment it's in deep sleep, and with a hit of the button, the crystal chamber lights up. This was a request from Barry. He wanted so when the kill key is pulled or the deep sleep is deactivated, that the chamber will sit there and light up. So that's a nice little feature. No blade going, just that. So that was just wired up to the deep sleep pad on the nano biscotti. It's tiny. I think I've got a spare nano here, just so you can see. It's the tiniest pad on the underside of the chip, right next to the black chip here. You can't even see it. It's that damn small. Doesn't want to focus either. Doesn't matter. I tried. Forgive the camera quality. I will be getting a better camera once I move houses and I set up my new workshop. I'll have a better camera. I'll have a nice new photo booth. I'll have everything like that. So just bear with me with the shitty little friggin' phone camera at the moment. But yeah, I'll be setting up a much better setup than this. So yeah, I apologise. So yeah, that's still going. And then when we fire it up, the main LED goes. And that's a nice deep red there with the amber flash on flash. Flash on flash there. That rank. That's just that banging around. That's that. Crystal chamber is still going. So that pretty much sums up the actual install. I'll put a blade in and show you the brightness of two, because I haven't actually seen a deep red ran all by itself. 2 dyes of a deep red ran by itself with a blade in. I might just do a thin walled blade, my new thin wall. I was going to do my mini blade, but that won't give the full effect that we want to see. So this is the first time I've actually seen deep red with a 1-inch blade. This is a thin wall though, it's not a thick wall, but it should still diffuse better than 7/8 does, so this will be nice to see. Deep red, it is my favourite red so far. Still need to test out a deep red and a normal red Tri-Cree. And that amber is nice. I've been told the PC amber is quite nice and brighter than the normal. And that's awesome. That pretty much sums that up. Yeah, that's awesome. Oops, blades. Too many around the place. So yeah, this one's pretty much done. It's on the home stretch. All I need to do is talk with Barry about what we're going to do about this charge port, what we want to do. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The next one I've got up for him to do is, where is it? I believe it is the Force Unleashed 2 in-game saber. So this one is empty, obviously. It's got a crystal chamber too, with a massive crystal in there. It's friggin' huge, it's like the size of my thumb. Comes with a plate that goes over that to conceal it. I believe this is from the same maker as the SithStalker. And it comes with a giant red button for activation that goes in here. So this one, crystal chamber obviously. I'll be running a Prism V4 in this one, 18650 RGB setup. I think it's a deep red, green, royal blue LED setup. Same with the crystal chamber, and then I will be doing my basic, pretty much the same chassis setup. It's just going to be the G.O.T.H 3D printed chassis just for the battery and soundboard. I'll probably have to make a custom speaker mount as well if I can fit it. This one hasn't got as much room to play with compared to this one. This has from there down to here, and this one's only got about that. So pretty much that is going to take it up. So I'm going to have to really cram through that sucker in there somehow. Otherwise I'll be using a 22mm speaker in this one, 20mm. So yeah, that will suck, but they're still quite loud anyway. So yeah, that one's the next one up in my build list. I'll be doing that one and working on a repair job at the same time, hopefully, for a customer who's had a saber cark it on him and asked me to fix it. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up, guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry it's a bit of a dribs drabs video. Under the pump at the moment, currently packing the house to get to my new place. Also in the process of packing for a holiday as well, which is hectic. Everything's happening all at once, so just bear with me with any of you guys that got installs with me. I'll be getting them done. Please be patient. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hit like, hit share. Got any comments? Hit the comment section. Thanks, guys.